Hey guys, welcome back and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm only going to be talking, it's going to be brief. Well, unless I decide I want to keep talking. But I'm going to want to talk about Tauruses in long distance relationships. So, without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So, you know what? I will say this. I will say this most definitely because I think there's probably a disconnect with not all, but just like a few of my, oh, I got a notification. A few of my subbies. So like, if I say something and it doesn't resonate with you, please just leave it alone. Like, you know, like just take what resonates with you and let it be done. Like, why is it just staying there? Okay. Just take whatever resonates with you, and if it doesn't apply to you, just, you know, either exit or just press the dislike button if you really feeling that type of way. Or if you want that type of time. Okay, but let me stop playing for real. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, so yeah, this video will be brief. So how do Tauruses feel about long distance relationship? And mind you, I am a Taurus sun, I am a Gemini moon, and I am a Leo rising. Okay, so I hope that, you know, shows you a lot about me. If not, look it up. So let me just start with here. So when I was younger, I would most definitely say, and when I say younger, I mean like 2012. So it was like 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I was in relationships, and I stopped being in relationships, now that I think about it, in 2018. So I was in relationships for like 6 years straight. I didn't give myself that time and that space to be with by myself. And so two of those relationships ended up being long distance, at least to my knowledge, what I remembered. And you know, now that I think about it, even the relationships that I had in 2018 were, one of them turned into, well, no, one of them didn't even make it that far to a long distance relationship, and that was with a, I'm not even gonna put his sign out there, but that was with a specific person. But they were, what the hell is this? Maybe I'm tripping. I think I'm tripping, or is my makeup not blended? Well, I'm not taking this out, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, and then there was another relationship that I had following that person who I thought it was that it didn't go long distance. Like the relationship afterwards with me and him, the long distance, it just didn't even last like 2 weeks, and that was on my behalf most definitely. So I wasn't shit. I'm just gonna put that out there. But let me, I guess, go back in 2012. So it's not that Tauruses have problems being in long distance relationship. But let me speak from my perspective, and I'm gonna keep reiterating that. My perspective. I do not know. I know other Tauruses, don't get me wrong, but even the Tauruses that I know, like the April Tauruses and the May Tauruses, we're not doing long distance. Like, okay, think about it like this. Men are physical creatures, okay? What they need is in front of them, most definitely. That's how I am too. Like, don't get me wrong. I feel like as women, we could sustain being in a long distance relationship way more before a guy could. And, you know, I've done it before. But then I'm thinking to myself, why am I going to be wasting my youth on these guys when I could just literally like be with somebody else? But that's how I'm thinking. So that might not be for everybody else, but I know for me, like, I just realized, like, when I was in my long distance relationship with my previous partners, it was just one of those things to where it was only one-sided on the faithfulness, and I was being faithful to people who were cheating on me left and right. And I remember it was this one relationship in particular. Me and this person, we started talking, and I was in my freshman year of college. And from there, I was in I was in Georgia still, but I was 3 hours away from this person. And y'all probably like, okay, 3 hours, that ain't nothing. 3 hours, that's nothing. It is. It is. When I was a freshman in college without a car and I had to drive 3 hours, yeah, no. That was a lot. And then even when I came home from the breaks, I don't know, something was just off for me. Like, we were talking in September. I think we made it official in January. I don't even remember, to be honest. I really don't even remember. But I do remember, like, it just got to a point to where when I knew I was getting ready to transfer to my dream school, like, so officially come back home, I just wasn't feeling it. I was not feeling it anymore. And to be honest, I guess, like, you know, like how they say, like, your family knows you better, or the people who's close to you knows you better. Like, I remember I was washing dishes. And I had my significant other over at the time. Like, you know, like, this man basically was family. Like, this man was through the house, y'all. Like, and that's the thing too. Like, I grew up in a strict household, so that's what I'm saying. Like, if this man could be over, like, just through the house, like, yeah, that's wild. So I remember I was washing dishes one day or whatever, and he had stepped outside to take a phone call or whatever. And this is when he was telling me that he had got accepted into a school and he would be going, how far was that? I just know the school was probably about 4 or 6 hours. And then, was it a time change too? I don't know if it was, I think it was a time change, but it was probably about like an hour or so. So my grandma was like, yo, like, are you really gonna be in a relationship with this guy? Like, you know, he's getting ready to leave, and I honestly feel like you're just outgrowing this person in itself. And I was like, dang, like, what is on my face to where she just knows that I do not want to be with this man no more? And don't get me wrong, like, he was, you know, we were cool, like, we were close, like, we had a relationship. But you know, those relationships where you just know, like, the both of y'all not good for one another, or like y'all just outgrown one another. Like, I felt like at that particular time, had we took a break, man, what's going on with my glasses? Hold on, wait. Commercial break. Okay. Ooh, don't look at my clothes back there, y'all. I'm about to do something. Okay, hold on, wait. No, but for real, what's going on with my glasses? Okay. But no, I just remember her saying, like, is this something you want to do? And I'm thinking to myself, like, part of me wants to be with this person, because I feel like, as Taurus is, at least I can speak for myself, I'm extremely loyal, y'all. Like, I'm loyal, and I feel like, to be honest, I feel like that could be like a downfall, but others don't see it like that. Like, I'm not gonna say a person could do any and everything to me and I'm still gonna be there, but now I'm learning that I don't care what a person does to me. I really do not care. If me and a specific individual fall out, they could throw dirt on my name. I'm just not speaking on them, at least not publicly. I know some people who are grimy and they've done that in the past with me, and that's cool, baby, because God watching over me. But anyways, I digress. So, I don't know, like, she was just like, is this something that you want to do? And mind you, I was trying to end things with this man. I was really trying to end things with this man. I don't remember. Like, we even went to the movies. I think that we went to the movies for, like, this would have been our last date. And to be honest, I was just tired of the disrespect. Like, my family was most definitely, like, open to this guy, like, welcome him into the home. And that's what I'm saying to y'all, like, I am not one of those people who is for everybody. Like, I have not had that many relationships. Like, I don't bring that many people around family, because at this, and then it got to a point too to where I got so traumatized with relationships to where it's like, listen, if we date, I don't even want to bring you home type ish. So I was trying to break things off with this guy because we were both about to be, you know, on our grind. Like, we was about to be doing us, basically. He was about to be in another state. I was about to be back at home. Like, I transferred back at home, and honestly, I thought he was coming home too, well, staying at home, but that's not what the plans were. So I'm just thinking, you know, this is a sign. Like, looking back at it now, like, I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, that was a sign. Like, that was the sign. That was it. But you know, I was young and dumb and naive, so I was just like, dang, like here I am. I really wanted to break up with this man, but then I'm just like, oh, okay. He said all the things to where it was like, okay, let me just stay. Let me just see where this goes. And when I saw where it went, I was looking crazy. So, I'm not gonna say that in the future I won't have another long distance relationship, but I will say this. I will say that if I get in another relationship and it's long distance, I would most definitely have to be a situation to where if my significant other moves for a job, well, let me not even say that because we not married at that point. If it's a marriage or if it's an engagement or whatever, like you could only be long distance for so long, because then at that point somebody's gonna have to move for the other person, and to be honest, is more than likely the person that's not making the most money. So I just really don't see myself being in no type of long distance relationship. And to be honest, it's nothing personal, because I feel like one guy who we had great chemistry. I just messed it up. Like, I feel like I most definitely self-sabotaged that relationship, but it's okay because I'm learning from my mistakes. And I think he still watched my videos too. So hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I just, as of now, I can say that as a Taurus, I don't really see myself in long distance relationships, only because if I want to get to know somebody, they're gonna be in my particular city. I don't have to call or FaceTime a guy or plan trips to see one another, like especially if our finances aren't aligned with one another. Like, I don't want to have to go through that hassle. I don't want to have to worry about anything or what he's doing in another city. Like, I don't want that stress. I literally want a peace of mind. So for me as a Taurus, I would most definitely date local. And even with dating local, these people are I was about to say, so these people are stressing me out. Like, I can't do it. Like, and that's the thing too. Like, it just got to a point to where it's like, dang, I don't even want to deal with people that are local. But that's just my thought process. Like I said, and I'm gonna keep reiterating, that is my thought process. Not any other Taurus, but it's mine. So I mean, that's really all I have to say about long distance relationships. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about it, because I'm not going to engage in it. I've done it before. It just didn't work out. And even when I tried it in the future, it just didn't work out. But I honestly feel like God, whoever your significant other is, he's not going to make it as difficult. But I will say this, if that's the case, then it's what does this man always be saying? It's a rare situation. Like, it's you're one in a million. Well, as far as couples, but yeah. So I'm just gonna wrap this video up. It's a no for me with the long distance relationships. I don't really care. Comment down below if you be in a long distance relationship as a Taurus. I just know mentally, like, I'm over it. I feel like whoever God has for me is most definitely within like 30 minutes to maybe 45 minutes. I feel like you really pushing it if you 45 minutes away from me, but yeah. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.